Hello, people. Today we're going to learn what are logarithms, logs in short, right? So, if you actually look at something like 2 cubed, what is 2 cubed? 2 is multiplying to itself 3 times, right? That's what it means. And if you actually multiply them together, it becomes 8, isn't it? Likewise, if you have 3 to the 4, right? 3 is multiplying to itself 4 times, and eventually you'll see that this is 9. 9 times 3 is 27, and 27 times 3 is 81, right? And if I say 4 to the negative 1, hmm, if you say negatives, then actually it is 1 to the 1 over 4 to the positive 1. Okay, so these are some things that you need to remember. Like now 4 to the negative 2 is 1 over 4 to the positive 2, which is 1 over 4 times 4, which is 1/16. Okay, so keep these in mind, keep this concept in mind as we look through what are logs. All right, so let's start with something like watt power, and let's say this, right? So for now, we'll just see what this really means. So I'm just using some placeholder here. I'm just saying watt power. I know it's a little clumsy to say that, but you will see what I mean in a bit. So I'm asking you, 2 to the watt power, 2 to the watt power is 8. You see what I mean? 2 to the watt power, or 2 to the power of watt is 8. 3. We just saw that because we know that 2 cubed is 8, right? Okay, let's keep going. My bad. Um, Watt power 3 to the power of watt is 81. 4, isn't it? We just saw that. 3 to the power of 4 is 81. So I'm writing in a different way. That's all. If I say watt power and I say 1/16th and I say 4. In other words, I'm asking 4 to the power of watt is 1/16th. We just saw that. 4 to the negative 2 is 1/16th, so it's negative 2. You see what you see here? These numbers? What are these numbers? They are exponents. You see that? These are all exponents. And if you see the 3 here, uh, the 3 here, the 4 here, the negative 2 here, all of them were exponents. So these are exponents. So if I actually replace this word watt power with log and write it neatly, log 8 to the base 2 is, in other words, I'm asking you the question, 2 to the power of what is 8? Just 3. So each time you don't have to do that, but keep that concept in your mind. So when I say log 81 to the base 3, I'm asking you 3 to the power of what is 81, and you should be saying 4. Likewise, log 1/16th to the base 4. So in other words, I'm asking you 4 to the power of what is 1/16th? It is negative 2, right? So now you know what are logs. Logs are evaluating to the exponents, right? So, so keep this in mind and we'll go further. We'll just say, we'll actually officially write that log. This is called the argument. I'll change the colors so it'll be easy on you. This is the base and it'll evaluate to an exponent. That's how you write a logarithm. This is officially the logarithm. My spelling is bad. Logarithm. This is the definition of the logarithm. Okay. So now we'll see the rules the restrictions on the log, what values argument can take or cannot take, what values base can take or cannot take. So keeping up with this argument, this concept behind the log, we'll try different values and come to the conclusions. So um, if I have, let's talk about just the argument first. So log, um, let's say if we take 0 and say base 8, okay, it's like asking, can argument take a 0? So with this and with our concept, just with what we learned just now, it's like asking a to the power of what is a 0? Can that be even possible? Can this number ever evaluate to a 0 with whatever number you have in the exponent? No. A to the power of anything cannot be a 0. So argument cannot be 0. Okay. Can argument be negative? Let's look at that. 5 to the power of what is negative 5? Well, can any exponent here on the top of 5 evaluate to a negative number? If you can see 5 to the 1 is negative 5, is positive 5, not negative 5. 5 to the 0 is 1. So argument cannot be negative either. So it cannot be negative. So in other words, I can safely say argument can be greater than 0. Okay, can argument be 1? So if I say log 1 to the base 10, it's like asking 10 to the power of what is 1? Yes, there is an answer for this though. 10 to the power of 0 is 1. So log 1 always evaluates to a 0. So it is possible to have 1 in the argument. All right. So we'll move on to the base. What values can base can or cannot take? So we'll start with 0. So let's say log 10 to the base 0. It's like asking 0 to the power of what is 10? 0 to the power of anything is a 0. It cannot be another positive number. So the base cannot be 0. Can the base be 1? If I take the same example, like log 10 to the base 1, it's like asking 1 to the power of what is 10? 1 to the power of any number is only 1. It cannot be 10 or any other number. So, base cannot be 1. Can base be negative? If I say log 10 to the base negative 2, it's like asking negative 2 to the power of what is 10? We cannot evaluate this either. All right, because it doesn't make sense. There are some cases where it makes sense, but as a rule, the base of a log can never be a negative number, so it cannot be negative. So in short, we can say base must be greater than 0 and base cannot be equal to 1 either. So these are the rules, my dears. These are the rules. Okay, the arguments and the base. Okay, so this is the logarithm for you. This is how you define it. This is how you conceptually understand it, and it'll help you through. Okay, I hope this helps. Thank you so much.